JCole's I Love Her Again positions itself as his grown man answer to Common's I Used to Love Her and Kendrick's Gloria.
The type of games is why two of my homies started beef. To both of them she said you're the best I ever seen. The whole time that bitch was saying that type of shit to me.
So territorial, he even took me away from my friends.
So territorial even took me away from my friends.
The problem from the start is I was just trying to possess her and have her for my own. Didn't want to let her.
No bitch like my bitch, cause that bitch been my pen.
Gloria!
See? That bitch has been my pen.
That's a
He flipped it on me. He flipped it on me.
He's saying, I'm like,
But if you really listen, and I mean actually dissect what this man is saying beneath the pretty production and the vulnerable sounding confessions, what emerges is Cole trying to fundamentally rewrite the rules of hip-hop. He's pushing a kumbaya, let's all share the crown message because he's still wrestling with the ghosts of his apology era, still trying to rationalize why he backed down when the smoke got thick. Meanwhile, Kendrick's Gloria stands as a masterclass in claiming the culture as his own. No sharing, no apologies, no philosophical exit ramps, just pure competitive fire and the willingness to carry the weight that comes with greatness. To understand why Cole's message represents something fundamentally anti-hip-hop at its core, we need to break down every layer of this song and expose the psychology driving it. And trust me, once you see it, you can't unsee it. The foundation, rewriting Common's legacy to escape your own. The entire song functions as a direct answer to Common's I Used to Love Her, but Cole's attempting something slicker than just homage. Common fell out of love with hip-hop as she changed, commercialized, and sold out. Cole says he loves her again, deliberately flipping the arc from disillusionment to recommitment. On the surface, this seems noble, the prodigal son returning, the mature artist learning to love the game again despite its flaws. But here's where the psychology gets interesting. And by interesting, I mean transparent. Cole isn't just trying to heal his relationship with hip-hop. He's trying to reframe himself as the wise elder who's risen above the drama, the one who's learned lessons everyone else is too immature to grasp. He's positioning himself as the teacher when he's really just a student who dropped out and now wants credit for choosing a different path. His choice to sample The Light by Common and J Dilla instead of I Used to Love Her itself reveals everything you need to know about Cole's intentions. He wants to emphasize healing, warmth, and intimacy, not critique or confrontation. He's signaling from the very first note that he's about peace, not war, already establishing his anti-competitive stance before a single word is spoken. But here's the problem. Hip-hop was never built in the light. It was built in the dark, in the struggle, in the battles where one MC stood on another's grave and said, I'm better than you and I can prove it. Cole is choosing the warm blanket of J Dilla's production because he wants to wrap himself in comfort instead of standing in the cold reality of competition. He's choosing the feel-good aesthetic because the alternative, admitting he just didn't want the smoke, is too painful to articulate directly. And let's be clear about what Common's I Used to Love Her actually represented. Common wasn't backing down from the game. He was critiquing its direction from a position of someone still deeply invested in it. He was heartbroken, yes, but he was also still fighting for the soul of the culture. Cole, on the other hand, is using that same framework to justify his retreat. He's saying, I love her again, as if he's overcome some great philosophical hurdle, when really, he's just made peace with not being the guy. That's not growth, that's rationalization dressed up in poetic language. The childhood romance, learning to chase approval you'll never get. The song's structure traces childhood through come-up, fallout, and finally reconciliation, deliberately mirroring the arc of a romantic relationship. Every stage maps onto a phase of Cole's relationship with hip-hop. The fan listening to Jay-Z and Nas, the hungry MC trying to make it out of Fayetteville, the jaded star questioning his success, the humbled veteran trying to find meaning again. But Cole isn't just making hip-hop his lover. He's making her his therapist, his validation machine, his entire reason for existing. He needs her for approval and healing, which explains the desperate energy underneath all the supposed wisdom. This is a man who's still chasing something he can't quite name, still trying to prove something to someone, even as he pretends he's moved beyond needing to prove anything at all. When he tracks hip-hop's move from New York to Atlanta, he's summarizing the real migration of power that happened in the 2000s, when the South rose up and took the crown that New York had held for decades. He's acknowledging that the home of hip-hop is fluid, that he can't control where she goes or who she chooses next. But notice what he's really saying. He's a passenger in hip-hop's journey, not a driver. He's following her around, hoping she'll notice him, hoping she'll choose him, but never actually taking her.
JCole just came out with a diss record. He's dissing Simba, Joe Buttons, Drake. He ain't diss you, surprisingly. I thought he was. You said Drake sold his soul for crumbs, which is $400 million to the Universal people. So he's talking about that a little bit.
Why dissing Drake?
Right.
Was it better than Kendrick Lamar?
No, not even close. No, that's not.
You can't be the guy who stepped into the ring and then claim you were really just there to observe how toxic the ring was all along. This section becomes Cole's clearest reflection on the 2024-25 Drake/Kendrick war and his own short-lived 7-minute drill moment, that embarrassing blip in history where he threw a shot, caught return fire, and immediately apologized at a festival like a kid who got caught throwing rocks. He's arguing that the love triangle with hip-hop is what fueled the whole fiasco, not just personal animosity. He's saying the culture made them do it, that hip-hop's promiscuity and manipulation turned friends into enemies. But here's the contradiction he's desperately hoping you won't notice. He's blaming the culture, not himself, for the drama. He's centering himself as the hurt party, as the victim of manipulation, even though he started the beef and then apologized. The victimhood is subtle but unmistakable. Let's be brutally honest about what 7-minute drill represented. It was Cole finally stepping up, finally accepting the challenge, finally showing he had some competitive fire. And then, when he realized that fire was going to burn him, he ran to the nearest microphone and apologized. He didn't apologize privately. He didn't just remove the song quietly. He made a whole show of it, turned his retreat into a performance, and tried to frame cowardice as consciousness. And now, with I Love Her Again, he's retconning that entire embarrassment into some kind of enlightened wisdom about how competition is toxic and we all need to share hip-hop like it's a community garden. The reality is this: Kendrick and Drake didn't back down. They went to war, and one of them won decisively. Cole backed down, and now he's trying to change the rules so that backing down is actually winning. He's trying to convince you that the mature move is to step aside, that the enlightened response is to let someone else have it, that real strength is in surrender. But hip-hop has never respected surrender. It respects the fight. It respects the willingness to go down swinging even if you might lose. Cole didn't go down swinging, he went down apologizing, and no amount of poetic metaphor about loving hip-hop again can erase that fundamental truth. The breaking point, letting go or giving up. Spoiler, it's giving up. When Cole finally admits, I was naive to believe she was mine when I bagged her, / I would come to learn that none of us could truly have her, we've reached the philosophical core of the song, and also the most elaborate excuse for failure ever constructed. No artist owns rap. No one can be the sole face of the culture, and thinking you can will only break your heart. It sounds wise. It sounds mature. It sounds like something a therapist would tell you after a breakup. But it's also exactly what someone says when they've lost and need to convince themselves they never wanted to win in the first place. Yes, no single artist owns hip-hop in the literal sense, but that's not how greatness works in this culture. When Rakim was rapping in the late 80s, he owned it. When Nas dropped Illmatic, he owned it. When Jay-Z was running the early 2000s, he owned it. When Lil Wayne was the best rapper alive in the mid-2000s, he owned it. When Kendrick dropped Control, GKMC, TPAB, and Damn in sequence, he owned it. Ownership in hip-hop doesn't mean no one else can rap. It means when people think about the culture in that moment, they think about you first. It means you're the standard, the measuring stick, the one everyone else is trying to dethrone. Cole is right that no one can have her forever, but he's wrong about the conclusion. The goal isn't to have her forever, it's to have her now, completely and without apology, for as long as you can hold her. She was for the streets, I'll never be her only man, deliberately uses the for the streets meme on hip-hop itself, but flips it. Her promiscuity is her essence. She belongs to many, and that's both painful and beautiful. Cole is trying to sound enlightened, like he's made peace with hip-hop's nature, but there's still bitterness underneath, still the ache of a man who wanted to be the only one and couldn't handle the competition. He's dressing up his inability to compete as philosophical acceptance, but really he's just admitting he couldn't handle the pressure of fighting for her attention every single day. The line, "I couldn't believe it when I seen her with an OnlyFans," is where Cole's old head anxiety really shows itself. He's updating Common's 90s concerns about gangsta commercialization and sellouts to 2020's clout culture. Now it's viral dances, sexualized imagery, algorithm-driven gimmicks, manufactured beef for streams. These have become hip-hop's new sex work in Cole's eyes. And look, there's some validity to critiquing how the internet and social media have changed rap. But Cole isn't critiquing from a position of engagement.
Why he ain't diss
He's
Kendrick?
rapping off everybody else's beats.
Did he diss Kendrick Lamar?
I didn't catch that one yet.
Kendrick Lamar was dissing him and Drake. And then I guess JCole was gonna go back, but then he backed out the battle, then Drake stayed in the battle. And it seems like to me,
He's critiquing from a position of disconnect. He's the old boyfriend saying, she wasn't like this when I knew her, completely ignoring the fact that she evolved because the world around her evolved, and he stayed the same. When he describes her becoming someone else in pursuit of wealth, he's tracing how fame, sponsorships, brand deals, and streaming metrics changed the sound and priorities of mainstream rap. This echoes his long-standing fear that success dilutes art, that money corrupts the message, that real hip-hop died when it started chasing radio play and billboard placements. But here's what Cole conveniently forgets. He benefited from all of that. His success came from the same machine he's now critiquing. He signed to Jay-Z's Rock Nation. He chased platinum plaques. He wanted the arena tours and the festival headlining slots. He wanted all the benefits of commercial success while maintaining the moral high ground of conscious rap. And when the culture moved in directions he couldn't keep up with, suddenly the culture was the problem, not his inability to adapt. The older that she gets, the younger she be trying to act is a direct shot at the genre's youth obsession, and it's also Cole showing his entire insecurity. Trends skew toward teens now, toward TikTok waves and new slang cycles that evolve faster than albums can drop. The culture is chasing what's next, not what's comfortable, and it's leaving veterans like Cole questioning where they fit. He's feeling left behind, feeling irrelevant, feeling like the game passed him by while he was busy trying to be the mature voice. And instead of fighting to stay relevant, instead of evolving his sound or finding new ways to connect, he's just complaining. He's critiquing hip-hop for being young while he gets old, as if the culture has some obligation to grow old with him. As long as she's alive, it's younger niggas that she'll chase represents his final acceptance that hip-hop will always pivot toward the next generation, toward the hungry kids who want it more than he does. He can't compete with that biological clock, with that natural cycle of the culture renewing itself. So he tells himself he's choosing to step aside, choosing to let the young boys have her, choosing to be the wise elder who knows when to bow out gracefully. But is this wisdom or is it resignation? Is this growth or is it giving up? The answer matters because Cole is trying to sell resignation as growth, trying to package surrender as enlightenment, trying to make you believe that the mature response to competition is to stop competing. But here's the thing, the real greats never fully stepped aside. Jay-Z is in his 50s and still drops when he wants to, still reminds you he's a god when he feels like it. Nas is in his 50s and just had one of the best creative runs of his career. Eminem is in his 50s and still selling records, still going at people when they provoke him. Even Andre 3000, who barely raps anymore, dropped an experimental jazz flute album because he wanted to, on his terms, not because he gave up. These artists evolved, but they didn't surrender. They didn't tell themselves, hip-hop is for the young now, and walk away. Cole is 39 and talking like he's 60, like his time is over, like all that's left is to watch from the sidelines and offer commentary. That's not age, that's defeat. The moment of truth. Who really changed? Spoiler, both of you, but only one of you is lying about it. When Cole calls her out of her name, bitch you dead to me, he's admitting his own bitter I used to love her phase, those moments where he felt above the newer waves, where he talked like the genre had lost its soul. He's confessing to being the bitter old head, but claiming he's moved past it now. Except here's the problem. If you really moved past it, you wouldn't need to make a whole song about how you've moved past it. If you really learned to love her again unconditionally, you wouldn't spend 6 minutes explaining all the ways she disappointed you first. This is the emotional equivalent of saying, I'm not mad, in the angriest voice possible. Then comes the devastating counterpunch, and credit to Cole for including this. It's the most honest moment in the entire song. Her response flips the blame entirely. You got the nerve to say that I switched, / you turned me from your main thing to your side bitch. She accuses Cole of neglect, of chasing other priorities, of phoning in projects, of stepping back from competitive rap while complaining about what hip-hop became. The genre tells him, you grew distant first, echoing real criticism that Cole coasted, avoided full confrontation with his peers, and then judged the game from a comfortable distance. And she's absolutely right. Look at Cole's run from 2014 Forest Hills Drive to now. It's been a masterclass in doing just enough to stay relevant without ever really risking anything.
He backed out the battle, then Drake stayed in the battle. And it seems like to me, and this all may have been calculated, Kendrick Lamar,
he'll drop thoughtful album cuts but avoid the spotlight when it gets too hot. He'll reference beasts but never fully commit to them. He'll hint at being competitive but never actually step into the arena for real. He can't just blame the culture for changing. He changed too. He stopped feeding the relationship and then complained when she found someone who would. But even in taking accountability, there's a sleight of hand happening. He's admitting he neglected her, yes, but he's framing it as mutual fault, as we both grew apart, as a relationship that naturally ran its course. He's not admitting the harder truth, that he wasn't good enough to keep her, that she outgrew him. Instead, he learns to love her again on new terms, sharing her with others, accepting her evolution, taking accountability for his part in their rough patch. It sounds mature. It sounds like the kind of wisdom you'd see on a motivational Instagram post. But is it hip-hop? Is it the mentality that built this culture from Bronx block parties to a global phenomenon? Or is it just a really elaborate way of saying, I lost, and I need to be okay with that? Kendrick's Gloria, the counter-narrative, or what actual ownership looks like. To understand why Cole's message falls so catastrophically short, you need to hear what Kendrick says with Gloria. When Kendrick raps, me and my bitch got a complicated relationship, she's so controlling, I met her when I was off the porch as a teenager.
Yep, I pee fast. If you didn't know, now you know. We back.
Today, man, this is the day.
Kendrick Lamar.
Gloria.
Now this is the last song on the album.
I just feel anytime somebody put Gloria in a song, tell me do the hook, say Gloria, oh Gloria. Yep.
Let's get it. Sentado, Anita y tú.
Mi amor.
Instead of Anoche, last night, tú y yo, the lyrics have changed to Anita y tú, Anita and you. And remember on Whacked Out Murals, he had a line about Anita Baker.
Scarface type vibes. Shake my hand.
Bitch got a complicated relationship.
Me and my got a complicated relationship. It's the way he said it though, like.
She's so controlling, I notice it ain't no playing with her. I met her when I was off the porch as a teenager.
Yo, this is a love song right now.
Yeah, and it sound like, yo, wow.
What was this girl's name? I didn't think it was Gloria. Nuh-uh. Like it's like obviously like her name ain't Gloria, Black his girl's name is Whitney.
She said one day I would write my wrongs and see paper. We started out young, looking for some identity.
Same has like a little love song, yeah? Yeah?
Sweet lyrics from Kendrick. Let's see where we keep going with this.
Is it probably for his girl, for his missus?
Wrapping my hand around your waist. That was back when you did whatever I say. Dreams are selling, now I got it.
His bitch is his pen, his muse, his lifelong partner promising both money and
They
redemption.
can't erase our history. They margins ain't big enough. They all led by bigotry. My woman and my right.
Big a tree.
Bars!
Oh my God.
Ain't no bitch like my bitch, cause that bitch been my pen.
Gloria! Okay. It's the pen. It's his pen.
Ain't no bitch like my bitch, cause that bitch been my pen.
Gloria!
See?
That bitch has been my pen.
That's a
He flipped it on me. He flipped it on me.
He's saying, he's like, she is the reason that I'm writing this, and she's like the angel and the devil on the shoulders, right?
His poison pen. I'm pulling it. Yes, okay. Oh, what you call it? Is it like metaphor? I love that. Strong enough.
He on something different. He on something different.
Ain't no bitch like my bitch, cause that bitch been my pen.
Gloria!
That bitch has been my pen. Oh, he flipped it on me. He flipped it on me. Yo.
That whole last verse, that tied it in.
It's from the pen's perspective. It's from the pen.
Dude,
Yeah, man.
the way he is explaining a relationship right now is great. Like,
Yeah, man. I know.
you know. If you know, my
I
man,
know.
you know.
I know.
Court been married like almost twice as long as me, and I've
Yeah.
been married a while. So.
That's what I'm talking to you about. The way he writes is crazy.
The whole time. Oh man, but people are gonna take it as a relationship too. God damn it, Kendrick, you got me again.
His Lamar did that, y'all. I'm not gonna lie.
Beautifully done.
Ain't no bitch like my bitch, cause that bitch been my pen.
Gloria!
He's saying his pen is his bitch. That's what he's saying, his pen. Bruh, I need to go back to Harvard.
Ain't no bitch like my bitch, cause that bitch been my pen.
Gloria!
He pulled the comment. He pulled the comment. He pulled the comment. Because Common did that song where he was talking about his girl from back in the day, and at the end of the song, he was like, "Who I'm talking about is hip hop." He pulled the comment. He said, "It's my pen."
Strong enough.
Oh, it all makes sense.
It's like she's
Yeah.
the yin and yang to this whole
Yeah.
thing. Like it's damned
Yeah.
if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
I got like she is the reason that I'm able to write and
Yeah.
make all this stuff
Yes.
because she's always been
Yes.
behind me. She's always
Yes.
had my back.
Just like I said, like the personification, but this time it's even different than the rap game per se, or an addiction per se, or hip hop. He said, "My bitch is my pen."
Yeah, look into this dead in the eyes, nigga. We need to look into him. He don't, nigga, why you just be taking me on a journey like this every song? Nigga, you think I'm capping?
I was close. I was calling hip hop or the culture. But what is the medium that contributes to that hip hop and contributes to that culture? One step away, baby. It's the pen. It's the pen. Oh my.
I mean, thinking, is it Whitney? Is it not Whitney? Is it some other one? Like, who? What kind of relationship was that?
Oh man, I don't want to ask no questions. I want to go back to his pen. Am I right?
I took us all down that crazy road just for the POP.
I'm just.
So Gloria is your pen.
Kendrick Lamar Duckworth.
So this is him personifying a pen. Like, this is what starts it all. This is what I was scribbling in the back of the class. This is what those other people aren't committed to. This is who was with me in Africa. The pen is what told me, give me your anger, give me your pain, and I'll take care of it. The pen is what gave me everything that I've been blessed with. The pen is what's been there for me, been down for me. Woo! Kendrick Lamar! Gloria!
His pen is toxic. He's in a toxic relationship with his pen.
Oh my God, now I'm thinking about the sentence line, like him writing sentences, catching a body because he caught bodies with his pen. We have to go back and literally re-break this entire track down now to do it justice.
I'm gonna have to listen to the song again, obviously.
You know, but now, you know, hey, I can listen to it back. And no,
I'm definitely listening to it again.
Gotta go back. I gotta hear that last verse. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta go back.
Ain't no bitch like my bitch, cause that bitch been my pen.
I thought he didn't say my friend, he said my pen. You
But notice the
genius.
difference immediately. Kendrick's relationship is complicated and controlling, not comfortable. She demands everything from him, and he gives it. This relationship is about destiny and struggle, not therapy and validation. Kendrick isn't using hip-hop to heal, he's using it to dominate, to claim, to possess. We started out young, looking for some identity, made 1,000 mistakes, but never did we lack chemistry.
Everybody's relationship is complicated. I don't think I can deal with it. I can't deal with toxic relationships. Honestly, I can't.
Running black on Robin Banks, I was in love with you.
Y'all was dreaming of selling narcotics at Robin Banks? That was the goal of the relationship?
Y'all see, I'm gonna be the new Bonnie and Clyde.
You know what? We have to let her go.
That's what everybody. That's always the reference, though.
Some niggas wanted you, but they weren't committed. Preoccupied playing John Madden and bullshitting.
They were asking about, you know, him and Whitney's history, and he said something that was like dope as hell. He was like, "It's so cool getting money with the person you were broke with."
Remember when Granny died? You looked at me and said, "Baby, dry your eyes. Depend on me, it's your relief."
Is this about Whitney? I don't know. See, it feels like because they grew up together.
Depend on me, it's your relief. Let your anger be mine. We was locked in ever since then.
He said, when Granny passed, you told me, like, give me all your emotions, give me all your pain, give me all your anger, give me all of that. I'll be here for you.
So territorial, he even took me away from my friends.
So territorial even took me away from my friends.
So she was by his side, like a ride or die.
This is Caesar, right?
That's Rihanna?
Yeah, man, that's Caesar, innit?
Caesar's on the track.
Oh, that's SZA?
Yep.
Establishes that their bond is creative chemistry, forged through all his sins and confusion. Kendrick's love for the game is messy, violent, obsessive, but it's real. He never pretends it was easy. He never pretends he's above it. He's in it, fully committed, for better or worse. When he recalls, "Remember when Granny died? You said, depend on me as your relief. Let your anger be mine." The pen becomes his emotional outlet and coping mechanism, but not in the soft, therapeutic way Cole describes. Kendrick's art is simultaneously his therapy and his curse, his salvation and his damnation. It's heavy, and he carries it anyway. Then Gloria speaks, and this is where the song transcends metaphor and becomes a manifesto. Nigga, what? I gave you life. I breathe the motherfucking charisma in this bitch. I bring the blessings. I gave you power. I bring the rainfall. I gave you hustle. The voice of his pen snaps back, claiming she's the source of his charisma, his power, his entire existence as an artist.
I bring the blessings. I gave you power. Nigga, I bring the rainfall. I gave you hustle.
I love that. You know, when the hands start clapping, you start talking, that's when the points are really being driven home. And when your significant other starts doing that to you, you better pay attention. That's it, or the divorce papers are getting filed.
I gave you hustle.
Then fall right back and love the very moment that I touch you.
I love that, dude. It's real. That's the real struggle between a real relationship, man. You're not always going to agree. It's going to be, there's going to be back and forth. It's just finding a way to communicate.
It be beautifully toxic, cause nigga, that's how I be sometimes. You know your shorty pop off on you. Shut the fuck up, you ain't shit.
Gloria. You were spontaneous, firecracker. Plus our love is dangerous. Life of passion.
All right, see, now you got me looking, Kendrick. Now you got me looking for layers, because that's a lot of power given over to a relationship, right? And to Whitney.
Laughing at you lose your temper, slightly crashing, dumbing off the ill reaction. Ain't no disrespect, highly sensitive.
Whitney was on, like she did like some voiceovers on the To Pimp a Butterfly album in various songs. Like she was on King Kunta, she was on Wesley's Theory, and she was on a few more songs too as well. Like a lot of people don't even know. Yeah.
Dang.
So jealous, hate it when I hit the club to get some bitches. Wrote them off, rather see me hit the.
Hate when I go to the club to see some bees, you know.
This man is storytelling like a motherfucker.
Rather see me hit the church and get religious. Who you fooling? I know what you doing. You my contradiction.
If this is what I think it is, he's storytelling his ass off. He's storytelling his ass off.
Remember when you caught that body and still wiggle through that sins? Loved you more when you flip and lose your.
Damn.
I'm not catching no bodies for you. And see, that reminds me of that sister song, because she said, I'll catch that fire for you. No, I will not. No, I will not. You want to jail by yourself.
You are not catching the charge. You say, nope, not you.
Not me. I'm not catching no charges. I'm not hiding no bodies. You're not gonna have me to be an accessory. None of it.
When you flip and lose your shit, I hug you more. It's sexy to me. Cuss they ass out and hold that grudge some more.
Cuss their ass out and hold that grudge some more. That's what I'm talking about. Cuss their ass out.
That's a shorty who wants you to be great.
Down, bitch. I know your favorite movie. Is it Notebook? So good. If they all sub me, get them all booked.
She wants you in church, wants you on your hustle, wants you to stop bullshit, wants you to stop chasing women. Air girl don't want you to stop doing that. Except for these freaky hoes, you know what I'm saying?
My baby boo, you either heal niggas or you kill niggas. Both is true. It takes some tough skin just to deal with you.
Up and down relationship. Yeah.
Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
You still there for me? Do you love me? She said, I respect you. That ain't love. So we partners now. Wow, y'all right. She said, I respect you. Yeah, I guess we ain't.
Logical explanation don't exist. Flipping pages, chapter after chapter. Probably remarry and head to Vegas.
Y'all, you know Vegas is the pinpoint of getting married. Is Vegas.
She's not sweet. She's not asking to be shared. She's demanding, possessive, jealous. She gives, but she also takes. And Kendrick accepts this transactional nature completely. Their relationship is possessive on both sides. He claims her, and she claims him right back, and neither one of them is interested in polyamory. You were spontaneous, firecracker, plus our love is dangerous, highly sensitive, possessed, so protect you even when it's tragic. Reveals that she's volatile and jealous, that loving her could destroy him, but he's willing to guard her even when it leads to chaos. Kendrick is willing to risk everything for the game. His reputation, his peace of mind, his friendships, his safety. He doesn't want to share her. He doesn't believe in sharing her. The whole concept is foreign to how he approaches this art form. My baby boo, you either heal niggas or you kill niggas.
My baby boo, you either heal niggas or you kill niggas. Both is true. It takes some tough skin just to deal with you.
It's true. It takes some tough skin just to deal with you. Shows he knows hip-hop is dangerous, but he's not afraid to claim her anyway. The final reveal hits like a hammer. My woman in my right hand, my saint and my sin. Ain't no bitch like my bitch, cause that bitch been my pen. She is his pen, simultaneously holy and sinful. Then comes a declaration that separates him from Cole entirely. Gloria, I want to take you to euphoria. Bitches want, but they ain't strong enough. I had to take it. We notorious. He sees their union as rare and heavy. Others want that glory, that pen, but they can't carry what comes with it. Kendrick is saying only he can handle the weight of hip-hop. He's the king and she's his queen. There's no sharing, there's no kumbaya, There's only possession and the willingness to carry the burden that comes with greatness. The fundamental contradiction. Here's where we arrive at the thesis. Kendrick's Gloria is a declaration. Hip-hop is his, and only he can handle her. He claims the crown, the pain, the glory, and the responsibility. There's no sharing, no apologies, no kumbaya. His message is clear. This is my bitch, and only I can carry her weight. Cole's I Love Her Again preaches the opposite. We all need to share her. No one can possess her. Let's stop fighting and accept that hip-hop belongs to everyone. It's a direct answer to Kendrick's possessiveness, but it's also a retreat. Cole is pushing this kumbaya, let's all get along message because he's still insecure about his apology era. He wants to be the wise elder, but he's really just trying to justify stepping back from the fight. He's making a virtue out of his inability to compete at the highest level. The problem is this: no king ever shared a throne or a queen. Hip-hop is built on competition, on claiming the crown, on fighting for your place at the top. From the park jams to the battle rap ciphers to the Billboard charts, the game has always been about who's the best, who's the hungriest, who wants it more. Cole's message sounds wise and mature, but it's anti-hip-hop at its core. He's trying to tear down the competitive foundation of the culture because he couldn't win the battle. He lost, apologized, and now he's trying to change the rules so losing doesn't matter anymore. And his stands are running with it, trying to police the culture and force everyone to accept a softer, less competitive game. They're calling Kendrick's possessiveness toxic, calling competition unnecessary, arguing that hip-hop should evolve past battles and beefs. But that's not evolution, that's erasure. You can't separate hip-hop from competition any more than you can separate basketball from keeping score. The final word. Cole's I Love Her Again is a beautiful song. The production is gorgeous, the metaphor is well constructed, and the vulnerability is real. But it's also a coping mechanism. He's trying to make peace with losing the crown by arguing the crown should be shared. He's turning his defeat into a philosophy and asking the culture to validate his retreat. Kendrick's Gloria is a battle cry. He's not sharing anything. He's carrying the weight, claiming the pen, accepting the danger, and he wants the world to know it. One of these messages honors hip-hop's competitive DNA. The other tries to rewrite it. So the question remains, is hip-hop about sharing the crown, or is it still a one king at a time sport? Because in this game, the only thing more dangerous than chasing the throne is pretending it belongs to everyone. Cole can preach acceptance all he wants, but history doesn't remember the rapper who stepped aside. It remembers the one who refused to let go. Until next time, keep your love for the game real and your crown guarded.